Hey bud, I wanted to make a little video for you because the modes, I feel like a great place to start is in G major, and you can find tons of G major backing tracks. And then if you, as long as you start with Ionian, which you have on your sheet, and we've already done Dorian, you can start with just two modes, but I'll show you how like quickly you can just go up the neck when you know one, two, three, four, five modes. So Ionian is the do re mi fa sol la ti do, and then Dorian, which we know, same tonal like scape. It's all G, G major, even though you're starting here on an A with a two. You can bring it in on any note you want, remember? So that's Ionian, Dorian. And then you have the Phrygian shape, mode, shape, same thing. Oh, wait. Another G right there. It's just resting on G. Sounds right. That was the only mode that I knew for like 12 years, just when I had no idea what the hell I was doing. Anytime I was in a major key, I could only play that one shape, and I knew where those shapes were. So we got Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Mixolydian, and then on a G. So cool. Anytime you feel like you want to resolve it, just find yourself a G and hit it. And then the last one that is easy to do on this guitar because it doesn't have a cutaway is the Aeolian, which is Aeolian is a nice reminder of when you're coming back on to the Ionian, because the next thing would be to do Ionian again. It's a little hard here, but but the way to remember you're coming back around to Ionian, which is where we started, is that half step, F sharp into G. And that's really another thing. So that's the modes going all the way up. Everything is G major. And then I think a really cool thing to remember is if you're ever trying to figure out what key something is in just by ear, the half note right before, it's called the 7, right before the G will sound good. Like if you're in a progression that supports that and is D major. Like if you're, I don't want to get too crazy. I almost just went down a hole. So anyways, when you're going, when you know you're in Aeolian and the F sharp is always there, you're like, this is my last mode. Now I'm back to Ionian. Except you do it up here. That's those modes. That's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 modes to get you all the way up the neck. On the sheet of paper I gave you, there's like the Locrian, which is like, don't worry about that. It's just like a variation of Ionian. Those 5 modes unlock the entire neck. And then you can play with all your outside notes. And now you have, look, you have a G here. You can play G here, 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 here. All right, so anywhere you are, you can rest on that G, and that's really great practice. Is just like running those modes, resting on the G, running those modes, resting on the G. It's kind of bananas how simple it is, even though it could be super complex. But if you just have that, I practiced for, I'd say, a year and a half with just that mode sheet in front of me, maybe even 2 years. I never, if I was practicing soloing, I never had, I never didn't have that in front of me. And I don't know if that was English. I haven't had coffee yet. But the other thing is, some of the modes, like Mixolydian mode, which I was just doing up here, we were talking about this in Centipede. That's like Khruangbin's secret. That's like the Grateful Dead secret. And also Dorian. They're cool modes because they kind of don't, if you're playing in them, it's like they don't really resolve as because they don't have that, like the Ionian has that seventh. You play every note. Where's that note want to go? That note has an energy. Every note has an energy. That note wants to go home. Everybody can hear that. Not every note wants to go home. That note wants to go up. This one wants to go up too. This one could go either. It's a little bit more resting. That's the fourth. This one's resting too. More of a resting note. The 1, the 4, and the 5 feel just more like a resting note, but the human ear, that one wants to go up. And that one definitely wants to go up. Each note has its own energy. It's crazy. We hear, all human ears hear like the Western major scale because of the songs we've been hearing since we were, infants, right? Little nursery rhymes and everything. It's embedded in everybody's, and I don't even know if that's the reason why, but it's a cool thing to think about and just like slow down sometimes and just, you have the modes in front of you. If you're playing a Grateful Dead backing track, like China Cat Sunflower or something like that, because that's G and F over and over again. Yeah, that's C major, but it's G Mixolydian. That's C major. It's 2 chords, G and F, and it's in C major. And there's that B that sounds good, right? The B sounds good, so I know I'm definitely in C major. So cool. The modes are first, and I did the thing I didn't want to do. I went down a rabbit hole. But it's exciting because it all connects, and so like the modes will help you unlock the neck. Unlocking the neck and unlocking theory helps you understand the feeling behind music. Why some notes, chords, modes, scales have different feels, major, minor, and that's all really, really important stuff, because what you're trying to do is create an emotion and a feeling. So if you know better how to navigate that and to do it, you're in control of the emotion that you want to create.